Friends, may pupuntahan tayo. Hello, USA! For 2 weeks, samahan niyo ako to visit 4 states. Marami tayong pupuntahan na lugar. Kakain tayo ng masarap, syempre. And we will discover many stories in this country. So join me as I say hello, USA! Tara!
Big revolutionary slogan, no taxation without representation.
I honestly hope you could witness how beautiful that day was. Dito sa likod ko, ito yung first Filipino community dito sa United States. Paano to? Like walang driver. Like paano?
This building is such an important part of Philippine-American history.
Hi everyone!
Jackie Manabat, mukha kang witness. Hello, New Orleans! Ito na yata ang pinaka hindi ko in-expect na trip sa buong buhay ko. May 4 na bida sa kwentong ito. Si RM, our TikTok educator, na para bang walking encyclopedia. Si Jackie Manabat, an independent journalist and content creator na runnerist in real life. Then there's Jonas, our history YouTuber, our resident historian sa trip na to. At syempre ako, ang pinakabida sa kwentong to. Syempre, vlog ko to. Ako ang main character dito. Spirit of America invited us to go on a road trip para mas makilala namin ang history nila as they celebrate their 250th founding anniversary and the 80th year of our Filipino-American friendship. Ang dami kong tanong sa biyahe kong ito, bakit sila nag-imbita ng Filipino creators kung para to sa 250th anniversary nila? At bakit ako nasali dito? Ako talaga, ako na nakakatulog sa history class. We flew for almost 30 hours from Manila to Washington, D.C. Gabi na nang dumating kami sa Washington. Kaya nagulat ako nung nag-tour kami the next day. Ganito palang Washington. Parang ang buong syudad ay isang napakalaking park. Our first stop, the National Mall. Pero friends, walang bilihan dito ng damit. It's actually a massive park filled with America's most important monuments and memorials. Dito ko nalaman, ang mall pala, ang original meaning ng mall, ay long, open walkway for people to walk. So mall is lakaran, gaya ng maglalakad tayo pag pupunta tayo ng mall. Sa isang dulo, makikita mo ang US Capitol. Sa kabilang dulo, makikita mo ang Lincoln Memorial. At sa gitna nito, nakatayo ang Washington Monument. Nakapalibot naman ang mga war memorials at memorials ng mga American leaders. Kaya kung bibisitahin mo ang lahat ng memorials dito, para ka talagang nagbasa ng isang storybook ng US history. At para ka nilang nag-leg day sa haba ng lakaran. On our next tour, tara, mag-time travel tayo. Naalala mo pa yung panahon ng Commonwealth? Tara, pag-usapan natin to. Huwag kang madulog, may quiz tayo after nito. Ang Commonwealth Government ng Pilipinas ay binuo ng US noong 1935 bilang transition period ng Philippine government para maging isang fully independent nation. Yon ang expectation ng Philippines and US. But in reality, na-invade tayo ng mga Hapon during World War II. At kung makapture ng mga Hapon ang presidente ng Pilipinas, babagsak ang buong Philippine government. Kaya sila President Manuel Quezon, Vice President Sergio Osmeña, and the rest of the gang ay pina-exile papuntang USA. Para ipagpatuloy ang gobyerno in exile. Habang naka-exile ang Philippine leaders, ginawa nila ang lahat. Di lang para ipagpatuloy ang pamahalaan kahit na may itinatag na puppet government ang mga Hapon dito sa Pilipinas, kundi para ihanda pa rin ang bansa tungo sa tunay na kalayaan pagkatapos ng digmaan. Dito sa Potomac Tour, una kong naramdaman na hala, ang lalim pala ng mga kwento na madidiskubre natin sa biyahe natin ito. Kaya dyan ka lang, huwag kang bibitaw, marami pa tayong pupuntahan. Pagkatapos ng tour, sasakay tayo ng bus papuntang Annapolis, Maryland. It is a university that trains future Navy and Marine Corps officers. Na may around 4,000 midshipmen ang nag-aaral dito. At sa dami ng midshipmen, may nakilala kaming 2 Filipina na nag-aaral dito. So, friends, may ano tayo dito? May Philippines!
I'm a youngster here,
So first year?
It's like, no, a second year.
Second year. So, si Raisin ay PMA ka talaga.
I spent 1 year in PMA as a plebe,
And
and then
then-
I was sent here for the foreign exchange program for 4 years.
Kung may pangarap ka for yourself and for our country, what would it be?
It'd be a very great thing to like go back and contribute to the Philippines, like the way they do here. And we can defend our, not just our freedom in our oceans, but also from like the seas in the world, and not just our own.
Grabe, sobrang inspiring ng dalawang to. Naval Academy check. Friends, handa na ba kayo sa susunod na city na pupuntahan natin? Let's say hello to Philadelphia, the birthplace of America. Philadelphia was the first capital of the USA. Ang tawag nito, Independence Hall. Dito pinirmahan ang Declaration of Independence noong 1776. The document where the 13 colonies of the America under British Empire finally said, tama na, stop, we're done. We want to be our own country. On July 4th, 1776, dito mismo ang final approval of the Declaration of Independence. And 4 days later, tumunog ang Liberty Bell para ipatawag ang madlang people for the first public reading of America's independence. Nag-hard launch ang USA as independent nation and their official breakup with British Empire. At doon ko na-gets na, kaya pala, ang pangalan ng NBA team ng Philadelphia ay 76ers. Sixers. Kasi 1776, the year America was born in Philadelphia. Kaya pala. Now I know. Now you know. Philadelphia is so historic na kahit sandwich nila, may kwento. The Philly cheesesteak is a piece of Philadelphia's culture. It's so good!
But they don't have breakfast.
Speaking of culture, tara, takbo tayo. Sumali kami sa Rocky Run, one of the most iconic runs in the US. Na para bang walang jet lag, pero kasi bakit hindi? Because Rocky Run is one of the most iconic runs in the US. This run is inspired by the movie Rocky. But Rocky isn't just a movie. It represents the American dream and the underdogs fighting for a better life. At sa Philly din namin na-meet ang Philippine-American mayor.
Hi, everyone. I'm Peter. I'm the mayor of the borough of Phoenixville here in Philadelphia, right outside Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philippines! Philippines! So, if there's a message that you want to share to our Filipino Americans,
I would definitely say if there's any message to send to Filipino Americans, it would be to be courageous and be your authentic selves. I think oftentimes we as Filipinos, we love being the peacemaker, but sometimes we have to use that same energy to bring about change and positive social change. So we can't just sit on the sideline and expect things to happen to us or for us. We have to sometimes be an active part of that. And being a peacemaker and being willing to bring people together is, I really think, the best type of leadership quality that we can have.
it's not a weakness.
It's not a weakness.
Thank you so much, Mayor. And I hope we get to see you in the Philippines. So, friends, let's invite Mayor to visit the Philippines.
I would love to. That would be absolutely extraordinary. Good to see you all.
see you.
Salamat.
Grabe, sobrang galing ng mayor na to. So Filipinos in so many ways. He is such an inspiration that we Filipinos, we are community builders and we can do great things. At abangan yung kwento niya sa isang episode. Bago kami umalis ng Philadelphia, we visited the Battleship New Jersey. The ship that joined operations when General MacArthur fulfilled his promise, I shall return. Mga nababasa ko lang to sa libro eh. Tapos sinama sa exam na history class mo. Tapos hindi ka nakasagot kasi nakatulog ka sa lecture. Tell me kung ako lang yun. From Philadelphia, let's travel to my favorite city. Say hello to New Orleans. Sobrang love ko talaga ang New Orleans. Pagkain, masarap. Culture, super vibrant. Music, it's the jazz capital of America. Community vibes, parang Pilipinas. Strong community. Ang una naming pinuntahan ay ang first permanent Filipino settlement in the US, St. Malo. It is 1 hour away from the city. Ang St. Malo was founded by Filipino seafarers from Manila Galleon Trade. Meaning, may Pilipino na sa US bago pa tayo tawaging Pilipino at bago pa maging bansa ang USA. That's good to know.
Shell Beach, and this is the launch point to go out to St. Malo. So St. Malo was that first permanent Filipino settlement in the United States. Now, so this was the town. This is where there would have been more people living here. There would have been, restaurants, bars, and there's also a train that went to New Orleans from here. And the reason it's so far down is that they wanted to live right over the fish, right on top of the fish, right? If you wanted fresh fish, it's better to live there than to go out there every morning than have to come back, right? So they live there and boats would come with ice and collect the fish and bring them back. So,
At ikikwento ko to ng buo sa mga susunod kong episode of this Road to 250 series. And we are now at the World War II Museum in New Orleans. One of the best museums I've ever visited. Sobrang laki ng museum na to. As in, may actual aircraft and amphibian vehicle sa loob ng museum. And what I love about this museum is this. World War II here is not just facts on a wall. It's a story of real people. At eksaktong Veterans Day nung pumunta kami sa World War II Museum. Kaya we met US veterans, including a veteran who served in the Philippines during World War II. What it's like to be in a war in the Philippines.
Well, I did what I could, and I've never regretted it. Never regretted it.
Even if you've sacrificed a lot.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I sacrificed a few years, but I met a lot of nice guys, and I met the Filipino people. All in all, for a young kid, I had a decent time.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
all very much.
At hindi ko in-expect na maging ganito ako ka-emotional sa trip na to. Because I met a veteran who made me appreciate my stepfather even more. My dad was a US Marine Vietnam War veteran. And this story deserves a full vlog. Sana abangan niyo at panoorin niyo. Di ko inasahan na ikukwento ko to sa inyo. From New Orleans, tara, lilipad dating team. For 5 hours, papuntang San Francisco. Let's say hello to San Francisco, our final stop sa road trip na to. City of Innovations, Golden Gate Bridge, cable cars, and one of the largest Filipino-American population in the US. Kung nag-time travel tayo sa 3 cities na pinuntahan natin, etong syudad na to, andito na tayo sa future. Ang pinakauna nating pupuntahan ay ang Soma, Filipinas, the Filipino Cultural Heritage District of San Francisco. This place celebrates Filipino heritage, arts, and of course, food. Meron pang mga schools dito na may Filipino program, which is super rare pag nasa ibang bansa ka. And everywhere you look in this district, maraming murals. Sobrang na-fascinate ako how they use arts to keep our stories, our history, and even our language alive in the US, in San Francisco. At syempre, nasa San Francisco na tayo. Di tayo papayag na hindi tayo pupunta sa Golden Gate Bridge. Friends, sobrang overwhelming talaga. Pag finally napuntahan mo na yung mga lugar na nasa bucket list mo lang. Parang like, oh, grabe, andito na ako. Like, as an way, like, you know. But wait, akala ko, yun na yun. Ganito na ako kalapit sa Golden Gate Bridge. What do you mean? What do you mean? Na mag-cruise pa pala tayo. Mas gumanda pa yung Golden Gate Bridge nung nakita ko siya this close dahil nag-cruise kami. Nasa ilalim ka na ng bridge, was like, grabe, napapanood ko lang to sa mga movies eh. Tapos nadaanan pa namin ang Alcatraz, a small island that used to be a maximum security prison.
Ang makita ang Golden Bridge is one thing, pero makita ang Alcatraz this close.
Because San Francisco is the future, sumakay kami sa isang self-driving car. It was a fun experience, but I don't think uulitin ko siya. Wow, parang ang lapit lang ng San Francisco, no? At may self-driving car sa Pilipinas. At syempre, hindi pwedeng aalis tayo ng San Francisco na hindi sasakay ng cable car. A heritage icon of San Francisco. Grabe, siksik, liglig, umaapaw ang trip na to. Ako na move on from this trip.
Didn't expect this to be this person. Like, nakakasipangs pala siya. Hindi siya nakakatuwa. It's hard to find people you can connect with.
Not a group of friends, but a family.
After 2 weeks, I finally understood why this trip is called Road to 250. Grabe, sobrang dami nangyari sa journey na to. And just like this journey, the United States went through a lot before becoming an independent nation. At kahit ngayon, they're still on a journey. Still growing, still learning, still evolving. At narealize ko na kaya pala nag-imbita ang Spirit of America ng Filipino creators to celebrate their 250th year founding anniversary. Because the Philippines and the United States share a long and somehow complicated history. May masakit, may maganda, may proud moments. But this trip made me realize that our stories are connected. We are two nations, miles and oceans apart, but we share a deep and enduring friendship, seen in our history and the lives of our people. Hindi ko talaga inasahan na may sobrang meaningful at personal tong biyahe na to. There are travels that change you because they make you understand about the world that you're living, the country you're born into, and even yourself. And this trip is one of those. Ang hirap pantayan ng biyahe kong ito. Ang dami kong nalaman, ang dami kong na-experience, ang dami kong naintindihan, ang dami kong nakalala. This journey opened doors for me to dream new dreams. Honestly, I never had an American dream, even though I'm a nurse by education. Pero ngayon, naiintindihan ko na kung bakit maraming Pilipino ang nangarap pumunta ng USA. And I'll tell you why sa mga susunod ko na videos. Because this is only the first episode of my 3-part full video Road to 250 series. Marami pa akong kwento at hindi pa tapos ang paglalakbay natin. Until my next video, bye!